So my name is Katie Glatczak, and I am from Centralia, Kansas, super small town. I will be a junior, and I am a physical education major. And why Washburn? I'm actually a women's basketball player, so I picked Washburn because I loved the campus and the people, and everything is just so wonderful there. And coming from a small town, Washburn was a really good fit for me because it is a smaller college compared to most. And so that has been a blessing for sure for me. Keep an open mind and meet as many people as you can, because it's so cool at Washburn how many connections that you'll make. Because being from a small town, you don't think that you'll know anyone, but once you get there, it's so cool that the connections you make with professors or students, and it just feels like home. The education department, my freshman year, I took a few education classes. This past year, I've taken more kinesiology, so I haven't been in the education department as much. But my freshman year, I loved the education department, especially Professor Carter. He was my WU 101 teacher, and he was so good and explained so much, because coming in as a freshman can be tough. Professor Dirks, that I've loved every single one of her classes because it's all hands-on, and as a teacher, obviously you want to get that experience all throughout college, especially during the classes. You don't want to just get thrown in the classroom your senior year or whenever you student teach. And that's what's so good about Professor Dirks, is every single class you're always teaching, whether she's bringing in kids from the daycare or other schools, or if it's your classmates. That has been so cool. My hometown, it's a K-12 building, and so I would love the opportunity to be able to teach PE, K-12, and then I also want to coach at the high school level. And so it just depends on, where I end up, but I would like to do elementary, but also I would love secondary, just so that I can coach high school volleyball and basketball. The professors, they're so good, and they're so willing to help at all times.
I've always known that I wanted to help people, but I was a student athlete all throughout high school and for my first 2 years in college, and I decided that I wanted to be an athletic trainer and help people by movement. I want to do athletic training, and I want to work out in Western Kansas, and I want to provide healthcare to those who would have to drive a far distance to have healthcare. I'm really interested in working with geriatrics. I want to help the elderly population. I want to help get them strong and moving. It feels like you have 100+ best friends. We all kind of like to exercise, and everybody's always really friendly, and the kinesiology department has different little events. Like last year we had cookies, where you could wear an ugly sweater and eat cookies for Christmas. Like it's a great department. Manage your time well. You can do a lot of different extracurricular activities, but you really need to focus on your academics. I like to study in the library, and I don't have to go different places to do my printing. I can sit down at one of the tables down on the first floor, and I can just knock all of my things out. I can set up, put my laptop, my textbooks, my planner, and I can just kind of spread out and take up the whole table. I love the library. Working at the rec is probably one of the biggest opportunities. Also, joining the exercise science club. We have our own club where we kind of talk about things that are going on in the real world of kinesiology. We will bring in different people who are in the field, and we'll talk to them. We'll talk about getting into grad school. That's probably one of the biggest things too. It helps those people who are like freshmen or sophomores who don't really know yet. It helps prepare them with talking to somebody who's going through the application process, so they kind of know what to expect. As a transfer student, you can only bring 60 credits from your junior college to Washburn, but just know which courses are need to be brought to Washburn. And Washburn is really good about working with you. So like if you've got some courses that are really similar to other ones here at Washburn, if you talk to somebody, they're more than willing to work with you and see if it'll actually transfer. Everybody at Washburn is really friendly and everybody wants to help you. So don't feel like if there's any problems, you can't go talk to somebody. Everybody in the business office is nice. Everybody, all the teachers, nobody doesn't want you to succeed at Washburn. So if you have any issues, you can talk to anybody.